right, so I call this meeting of Hamtramck City Council to order. Today is March 21st, 2023, and it's 7:10 p.m. Would the clerk call the rules, please?
Sure. Councilman Chowdhury,
Present.
Councilman Mahmood,
Yes.
Councilman Al-Samiri,
Yeah, present.
Councilman Hassan,
Present.
Mr. Mayor, present. We have a quorum, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Let's rise for pledge of allegiance.
Declaration.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
And to the republic which it stands for, one nation, under liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, do we have any community announcements?
As a man,
Yes.
we want to mention for community, for all the residents, we need to be the sweep, the alley, keep it clean, and make the number, the address in the back from the alley, because next month, maybe they're gonna show a lot of ticket. We're gonna mention every time. Everybody, you need to be clean, behind the house and the front. Make sure if they have a trash, they have a grass, carry it out, make it clean, everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Chowdhury.
Good evening, folks. Assalamu alaikum. Happy Ramadan. Thank you for being here. As Councilman Al-Sumari was saying, the spring is around the corner. So what we want to do, we want to clean up our front yard, backyard, make the environment look cleaner. And I have one more thing to say. The invitations for this organization, Silat Shodor Dakshin Shurma Association of Michigan, would like to invite you to the Iftar dinner on April 2nd, which is Sunday at Gates of Columbus, 6:37. So please join us. This is for the Ramadan Iftar fasting breaking. Thank you.
Thank
Mayor,
you.
I just wanted to say too, thanks to volunteers and I think it was Apia that passed out all the Ramadan food over the weekend. So they were out there working. We know because the police were reporting it all backed up, so it seemed to be very successful.
Huge turnout, right?
Huh?
Huge turnout.
Oh,
A
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
people came. I'm surprised.
So Lynn was part of
There's
it.
so many needy people.
450 bags of food in under 2 hours.
Look
Yeah.
like food stamp is not enough.
We had budgeted till 4 o'clock. And
Yeah.
we were done we were packed up and eating lunch by like 2:30.
Well, you guys did a great job.
Thank you. No more announcements?
I don't think.
All right. We'll move to the proclamation, recognition of presentations, and we have 2022 annual report for planning and zoning commission reports.
Mr. Mayor, we have Dage here from Canada.
Got it.
Going up to the podium. Ronnie, you have it queued up on the.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Yes, I am here to present the 2022 Annual Planning and Zoning Report and the Planning Commission's 2023 Work Plan. First, just want to thank all members of the Planning Commission and Zoning Board for your service. Some of you are here today, so we appreciate all that you do. These reports are in accordance with state law. They have to be filed with the elected body once a year, so here we go. Let me find my page. All right, so the Planning Commission met a total of 7 times on the next page. The Zoning Board of Appeals met twice, just meeting their quota for the year, so that's good. The Commission's recently adopted some bylaws, and they do put in provisions for regular meetings being set forth in December of the following year, and special meetings can be called at any time. Moving forward to kind of 2022 in review. Like I said, the Planning Commission and the Zoning Board both adopted bylaws for the purpose of establishing and recording all of their business. So that's a really great step forward, and it's also part of becoming RRC redevelopment ready community certified. So the Planning Board also explored those benefits to encourage attendance, rules of order, and administrative efficiency. Those were adopted by the Planning Commission in September 22, and by the Zoning Board in November 22. The planning and zoning boards have been through several training events. So there was some ZBA basics training, bylaws presentation, which kind of was the catalyst for establishing bylaws last year. There was a stormwater management presentation, planning and zoning workshops. All members of the Planning Commission and the Zoning Board are encouraged to attend trainings throughout their tenure, but they are now required to attend some sort of basic training within 1 year of appointment. So that was a good provision, and help keep members up to speed on recent laws and changes. Moving on to just highlighting the zoning ordinance amendments that the Planning Commission shepherded last year. I won't run through all of them, but they kind of help us bring the zoning ordinance up to standards with, you know, the city of Hamtramck today, making sure that we have special land use provisions that are reflective of the community, defining terms more explicitly, and of course, you know, making sure that structure, site requirements, and preliminary site plan review, all of those small components that, you know, we don't think of day to day, but can hopefully make things a little bit more efficient for everyone involved. And also just highlighting the residential lot sales project, which is ongoing, coordinating with city administration to foster the sale of several city-owned residential lots and fast-tracking development for additional housing in the city. Moving on to just showing some of the reviews that McKenna helped facilitate within the city regarding site plans, special land uses, variances, and facade modifications. A lot of stuff happened in 2022, and we look forward to more businesses popping up, more housing being developed, and more facades getting a facelift. We love seeing improvement and redevelopment in the city. I'm gonna skip right through the administrative reviews. Those are all zoning verifications for single-family uses, pretty standard stuff there. What I'm really excited about is 2023. We're already a quarter of the way through, but just to highlight some of the initiatives that the Planning Commission will hopefully take on this year is continuing forward with redevelopment ready certification. I pulled out a couple of the best practices from RRC to kind of focus on this year, including the development of a public participation plan, focusing on green infrastructure initiatives, developing site plan checklists to make things a little bit easier for applicants and city staff, as well as initiating some joint meetings between Planning Commission, Zoning Board, City Council, so everyone can get on the same page. Having at least one of those a year is a good idea, just to bring everyone into the room. Implementing your economic development strategy. The CED, so Community Economic Development Staff, and the DDA have worked to kind of establish this economic development strategy, and we'd like to see that progress through 2023. In particular, aiming for progress on items 6, 9, and 10, really by leveraging the master plan to expand upon those identified redevelopment sites within the master plan, develop marketing strategies, identify funding sources, and of course, continuing to engage community partners and stakeholders. For the zoning ordinance, we really want to focus on a comprehensive update. City staff take regular notes in their day-to-day administration of the ordinance, and we'd like to take all of those rather than having a piecemeal ordinance. We want a full holistic review, kind of diagnostic review to determine the scope of a full update, what that might entail, and then hopefully proposing a new, enhanced, and contemporary ordinance for everyone. So we hope that that is something that the Planning Commission can take forward. Moving to the downtown design guidelines, the staff, CED staff is in the process of organizing a walkthrough of the downtown with the DDA and the planning commissioners to better understand the current situation of downtown design and potential futures for enhanced facades and buildings throughout the city. It's really going to focus on facades and their materiality. And we recommend that the Planning Commission and CED staff consider crafting some visual diagrams and facade templates, something that can be part of a downtown development guidebook that can make development really easy, straightforward, if developers could, pick and choose from a menu of facade options that are guided and informed by city process. That could make things a little bit more efficient for folks. And of course, we just want to highlight additional training opportunities. CED staff will continue to provide updates to the Planning Commission, the Zoning Board, and City Council if you so choose, to get well versed on all things planning, zoning, and development in the city. So, thank you very much, and let me know if you have any questions, of course.
Thank you.
Okay. We will move to the additions and deletions, agenda approval. Do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda? No? All right. Move to the public comments.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a couple email comments I'm gonna start with. This one's Carrie Beth Lasley, Hamtramck resident. I wanted to respond to 3 agenda items regarding street sweeping. Unless you are going to try something new to inform people that they have to move their cars, it's a waste of money and aggravates your constituents. Regarding Max's contract, we are paying him more than the ceiling advertised. If he didn't want the job at the advertised rate, he should have not applied. If this were the rate, we should have advertised it since it is remarkably more competitive salary. This stinks of corruption, but so did his recent return to the city. He must like that smell. If he violates any NDA he signed upon his previous resignation, I can't wait until the other side wants to talk. Thirdly, I hope Mr. Musa actually lives here, because it would be a shame if he lived at, I'm not gonna state the number, but Audrey and Warren. Thanks, Carrie Beth Lasley. I have comments from Khalil Rafai as well. First one was regarding last week's Muslim observance of Ramadan. Recognizing the observance of Ramadan, as you all know, 1.9 Muslims around the world fast the holy month of Ramadan. That's the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. It's a month of fasting, prayer, reflection, and communities coming together. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Ramadan. New business, Resolution 2331, appointing Abu Musa to fill the vacancy on Hamtramck City Council. It saddens me to see our councilwoman resign from council because of her health. I hope everything goes well with her. She's been a team player since day one in council and has done so much for the city. I hope she will continue being a leader in the community. I wish her all the best. Now her seat will be replaced by Abu Musa. I know he will be a great asset to council as he has served on council previously. I wish him luck and we will all work as a team for the best of the city. Resolution 2332, I hope it gets approved, but I wish Ms. Newbig from Hennessy and Mr. DeAngelis, Director of Public Works, to explain more so residents know what's going on and where the money is coming from. Resolution 2333, agree on changing the council meeting time during holy month of Ramadan from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m. to make it easy for those who fast to be able to break their fast with their loved ones. Resolution 2334, I agree to giving a warning for the first offense and a letter explaining the citation and what needs to be done to prevent a citation next time for the same offense. Resolution 2335, I agree with direction of our administration to come up with a plan on street sweeping. Resolution 2336, I am glad Mr. Hadwan purchased this lot. As many of you know, this property has been vacant for many years, and now he's willing to invest in our city and build a brand new car wash. As we all know, we have been wishing that one day someone would open a car wash, and now that it seems that our dreams are coming true. I want to thank him for investing in our town. The Hadwan family has and always invested in our city, where many have left the city. Resolution 2337, hoping mayor and council approve this resolution as Max will be serving the new city manager for our town. I know he will do the best for the city and taxpayers. Wish him luck. Thank you, Rana, for your hard work. Thank you, mayor, council, and city administration. Message to my constituents and business owners, please shovel. Hopefully there's no more snow, but please shovel and salt the sidewalks when needed. Much appreciated. Good night. God bless you all. Please stay safe and warm. Your council member, Khalil Rafai. And I have Lynn Blasey, Hamtramck resident. Welcome, Lynn.
Hello, Mayor and Council.
Hello.
First, I just want to congratulate Abu Musa, and kind of agreeing with Khalil. I think his experience on council is beneficial to help us move forward on the projects you're already working on and the new ones that will be coming forward. And then related to changing the time for Ramadan, just wanted to acknowledge Ramadan and say Ramadan Kareem to everybody. And relating to Resolution 2023-34, I'm a little bit concerned about the impact of, on the workload of our staff with separating warnings from citations. And as I understand it, based on the citations I've gotten, the current system already allows an opportunity to amend or fix whatever is wrong and reverse the citation. And so I feel like if we're moving towards efficiency in City Hall, I feel like just focusing more time and energy and even money on educating what that process is, the existing process, and communicating that out to the community would be more beneficial to everyone. And 2023-37, with the MOU with Eastern Michigan University, I'm really excited to finally see this on the agenda. I've been anticipating it for a while, as I helped get some of the letters of support for this project from community members and stakeholders in the area. And it's really important that we, as discussed with some of the presentations, take a look at the city as a whole and how we function and how connected we are to each other. And this grant, from what I understand, focuses a lot on helping make sure that we're comprehensive in that. And Eastern has worked with us, Eastern Michigan University has worked with us in the past on that communication point, that we don't necessarily have the staff to support, and going out and building relationships with residents. And one of the items on this MOU is specifically focused on residents in the northwest corner of Hamtramck, separated by the rest of Hamtramck from I-75. And I really think that it'll be beneficial to do studies to ask those residents what it's gonna, what they want to see, how we can connect that part of our city to the rest of the city better. Can I ask for more time? Thank you.
Yes.
And the last item, I just have some concerns about transparency with Resolution 2023-26. Several community members have reached out to me, people outside of Hamtramck have reached out to me, and on Max's contract, section, I think it's 4B, gives the mayor permission to give Max a raise without consulting council. And I feel like to be consistent with the rest of how financial decisions are made in the city, it would be a lot more appropriate for that. If I have nothing against giving Max raises, but I think the process needs to be a little bit more transparent, again, in line with the direction that we're trying to move towards, more transparency and communication with residents, and to garner a little bit more trust in what we're doing here in City Hall. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Dean.
That is all, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. We'll move to the consent agenda, and this is approved in a single motion with no discussion. We have approval of minutes from the February 28, 2023 regular city council meeting. B, approval of invoice registered date ending March 21st, 2023. C, approval of pre-approved expenditure date ending March 21st, 2023.
I'll offer.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No objections?
No.
Thank you. All right, we'll move to the new business, and we have the first one, Resolution 2023-31, appointing Abu Ahmed Musa to fill the vacancy on Hamtramck City Council.
I'll make the offer.
Second.
Do we have any discussion, or we can take the oath?
Yeah,
No discussion,
we have to approve that one.
All right.
we all have to vote.
Councilman Al Samiri.
Yeah.
Yes.
Councilman Hassan.
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud.
Yes.
Councilman Chowdhury.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, Resolution 2331 approving Abu Ahmed Musa to fill vacancy on Hamtramck City Council approved.
Thank you.
Swear him in.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Councilman Abu Musa.
Hello, sir. How are you? See you again. Please right hand up. Maybe they want you in the camera. Okay, do you wanna face, if you wanna face
Why don't
the
you
audience
podium?
and the council?
Yeah.
No.
Still you can face off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
there, right
face the
there.
On the
council
podium.
actually.
No, no,
Stand-
Musa,
Yep. that's
facing to
good.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, okay.
Right hand up, please. I state your name.
I, Abu Ahmed Musa,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I faithfully discharge
the duties of City Council
duties of City Council
of the City of Hamtramck
of the City of Hamtramck
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, sir.
All right.
It's not official till you sign.
Yes.
There you go, sir. Right here and right there, please.
Mr. Mayor, I think some community members and his youngest brother came here to brought the flower and something.
Flower and what?
Congratulations.
We should go there, but, hold on, please, we all go there.
Let them finish that.
Okay, so you guys
You
finish
guys go
it.
take a
Go ahead.
Okay. I can go take a picture.
Yeah. Put the flower down. a little bit, yeah.
We should go there.
Take it. Oh.
Let's
All
go
right.
go there and finish up. Then we'll start.
No problem, it should be on the other side.
No, that's
No,
okay.
no, no,
I don't know. No matter what, he's gonna be the that seat or that seat. He always been like that.
All right, gentlemen, ready? All right, smile, say cheese. Say contract approval.
Thank you, sir.
Seats waiting.
You sure do.
All right.
Always,
Your Honor, order to put him in again.
always been his seat at the corner.
Well, I did it, but yes, we-
He like that. He's always been like that.
All right.
If he don't like it, he's gonna like it. No, it's good, better. It's better for me.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Next resolution is Resolution 2023-32, approval of the 2022 Kniff Phase 2 Water Main Replacement Program, change order 01.
Offer.
Second.
Mr. Mayor, we have John here.
Hello again.
Good
John has a
evening,
lot to
Mr.
do.
Mayor, City Council. So we're currently under contract with Lawrence M. Clark to do the Phase 2 Kniff water main replacement, so that's from Joseph Campo to Conant. Earlier, I guess in January, we met with DTE Gas, and there was a concern based on the current design of doing a pipe bursting, so essentially there's an existing 10-inch line underneath the sidewalk. We're gonna push a new 12-inch line through that and have that replacement. And then in 2024, we were planning on replacing the 6-inch line with an 8-inch. After discussions with DTE Gas and their concerns, and discussions with the DPW. We felt it was in the best interest for the city to actually install a new 12-inch line in the road of Kniff from Joseph Campo to Conant, and eventually tie over those water service lines from the 6-inch line to the 12-inch. That'll be a second phase of this project. But essentially what it all boils down to is we'll have one water main in the road versus two that are currently there. It's gonna help with DPW maintenance, everything else in the long run, and essentially will save the city approximately $900,000 because we won't have to replace that 6-inch water main now. So we're requesting a change order of an additional $181,912.96 to complete this work.
Any questions?
No.
How long this project's gonna be, like?
So we currently started, so I gave him permission to do what we currently have budgeted and gave him a stop-off point. But we're hoping to have it done in the next few months, maybe sooner, but I don't wanna,
Yes.
things happen during construction.
So it costs a little bit more to go from the 10 to the 12, but now we can scratch the, doing that other line next year.
Yeah, so we're going, instead of doing pipe bursting, we're doing a directional drill method, so.
That's line all, it look like a plastic or what is that?
Yeah, it's an HDP, so it's a high density polyethylene pipe. But yeah, it's like a plastic pipe, it's all fusible, fused in, so I think it's sitting out there, I haven't driven past today.
Yeah.
But I think the line is sitting out there, so it's all fused together, so they push that through underneath the road, all in one shot, and then they open it up where they need to put in gate valves and connect hydrants.
It's better for other one.
Yes. Yeah, it's the, right now it's the best product that we can put in there.
Right, you can go
All right,
ahead.
no more discussion.
Okay, I think,
Ready?
yes.
Councilman Musa?
Started.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Councilman Chowdhury?
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud?
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri?
Yes.
Councilman Hassan?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, Resolution 2332 approved.
Thank you. Next one is Resolution 2023-33, approving the start time for the March 28th and April 11th, 2023 City Council meeting to be moved from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m.
I'll make an offer.
Second.
Any discussion on this one?
Can you, Mr. Mayor, can you make sure everything getting done in 1 hour maybe?
We might not go.
Max, keep it short and
Can we do
sweet.
that with every meeting?
We're still gonna be here after the
Okay. We'll try.
Yeah.
breaking time.
Just in case, bring your iftar with you.
With you.
Well, if there's gonna be on
I
City Hall.
believe iftar starts at 7:45, correct?
Yeah, we
So
have
you
time.
have some time.
They have time is good.
All right,
Only couple
As late
times.
as possible.
Any other discussion?
go ahead.
Councilman Mahmoud?
Yes.
Councilman Chowdhury?
Yes.
Councilman Musa?
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri?
Yes.
Councilman Hassan?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, Resolution 2333 approved.
Thank you. Next one is Resolution 2023-34, code enforcement issuing warnings.
Offer,
Second.
Answer.
Any discussion? on
Mr.
this?
Chair.
Yes, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem.
Yeah, I've been in this city from 1995. So we used to have the warning. A long time we had a warning. So suddenly we stopped and residents complaining, looking for some kinds of warning. Not like before, we used to have the 1 week. So right now, we bring everything to the reasonable and people need it. And we are for the people here. So people want it and we approve it and should be okay, everything. I think if we really wanted to do it and give the warning, you can give them and next day or whatever time you visit and write the ticket. So at least we can try that one. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is gonna be for the first offense
Yeah.
only. You can't give warnings
Warning is.
multiple times.
Nope.
Mr. Mayor, quick question. So it's a first time offense. So there is so many issues people get. I mean, so what are you counting on, same criteria or different criteria? Let's say someone get ticket or warning for
Right.
putting their garbage can on wrong place. But other hand, they have a
Long grass.
long grass, or like they have, bad roofing on their garage. What are you looking at? How are you gonna divide
The
those?
roofing is not part
No,
of
no,
the warning.
It is,
Mr. Mayor?
yeah.
Yes,
Only
We
littering.
intended administratively to do it for that offense. So, I mean, if they got one for grass and now it's something else, it's still, as far as we're concerned, for.
Yup, individual.
Yeah.
It's individual.
So they would have to get a couple
So
of grass
individual-
before it was a ticket.
Okay, so individual issues.
Section
Yeah,
by
we're
section.
not saying, oh, you messed up on
No,
grass,
no.
we're gonna, oh, now it's
Another
roof, you get it.
discrimination,
No,
right?
they're not gonna do that.
So do we need to change their verbiage here on this, the way it's written?
Administratively, Councilman, that's what we plan on doing. So, I mean, if we start screwing up, I mean, please bring it back to
Yep,
us,
yeah,
but
no
that's
problem.
not our intent.
All right,
Mr.
then.
Mayor?
Councilman Shaw.
Well, I want to thank my colleague, Councilman Al-Sumari, to bring this resolution forward, along with Councilman Mahid Mahmood and Councilman Hassan. We discussed this before, that warning may not work for the communities. We have a lot of litterings, a lot of people don't take care of things. But I wanted to tell the communities that, we're doing it, we're not doing a favor. We just wanted to make sure the city looks like clean and flourish,
Sure.
But if we do this warning and then you get this alleviate, you get this opportunity, you take advantage of that and then don't do the cleaning, we're gonna change it back. Because the city of Hamtramck is really trashy. It's really, I do clean up my business front every weekend. And I see a lot of other places too. So please, 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 do not litter, do not throw away stuff. Take a little bit of time to clean up. And this warning is just to alleviate not too many tickets, it take away your time. You have to go make an appointment with the court and take a time off. We understand. That's why we're just trying to work things out for you guys, but don't take advantage, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Councilman Abu
thank you.
Musa.
Change is hard and it doesn't come up very easily. It takes time. But I'm thankful you guys bring this resolution for the warning. A lot of people in the community come to me and myself also for the couple tickets without any warning. If you put warning 24 hours or 48 hours, it is helpful for the people, at least they know what's going on. They can fix it. And I have two other people, they bring me the picture also. One bring this some garbage bags and some kind of bags, and our code enforcement people that took the picture, give the ticket. But it is, if they're gonna get them a warning, it's gonna easily clean by and they do not pay for the ticket. But this ticket means, this warning does not take 3-4 days. Give them like 24 hours to 48 hours. And it could be, they do not fix it, then you can issue the ticket. Thank you very much to give me the opportunity. And I'm taking the apology. I used to work a long time with Madam Mayor. Sometimes I say Madam, so take my apology.
No,
I hope not.
you will be penalized if you do that.
Yes, we need to just make sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Councilman. Swear.
This warning, we need to know just only one time a year. Warning for everything, snow, trash, grass. One time, we give him a chance this time. No more time, next time we give him the warning. We want to show the people, he's not gonna use the warning. Everybody, oh, you have to send me the warning, you have to send me the notice. No. This time we just work with the community, give him a notice. They're gonna be one time a year. That is the same way. 24 hours, 2 days, 1 day, 3 days is the same thing. But we need to know. Only this year is gonna be one time a year, one time of the warning. We need everybody to keep it clean. We're gonna mention every meeting. Everybody make it clean. Make the address in the back from the house or from the business. Make the address. Make everything clean. Not to be anything stuff in the backyard. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Councilman, I only bring one thing here.
Now,
I know
we do one time a year.
No, not this. I'm talking about something else.
Yeah.
The city we found is a trash city, being honest. It's a leftover city. People use it, they left it out, they all went to good, nice looking cities. And our people, we should give them some applause for making it really nice and spending a lot of money and renovating these houses and making it livable. I mean, we can only criticize for our citizens, they're not keeping it clean. They're doing their best, but we have to look at the way we found this city. You know, where it came from, how it was before. Many houses, people spending so much money is unbelievable to
You know,
fix
but
the
if you
houses,
leave-
make them look nice.
if
So
you leave the door
giving them a
open-
little opportunity, we should not criticize them, that we're giving too much. You know, you can't just say that people not keeping it look nice and pretty, our city. I think people are doing a good job, but they have to do a little bit more, pay attention to this detailing to the city, bring it more presentable to, entire community. Compared to our city of Hamtramck, we always say it's not that bad. I don't want to put down our city. Our city is much better too. If you go to Warren and go to other cities, not, even if you go to the bigger city, if you go to New York, compared to Hamtramck is much better.
Okay, we're gonna see in next 2 months, how many people they gonna be team to make it clean in the city. If I don't see nobody people to come to clean, the city is gonna be better. We don't need to leave the door open for a notice. You have to have it clean by yourself.
All right, I think the idea is clear.
What's the timeframe for the, warning?
It's not a set time.
But let's say somebody has long grass and they give them a warning.
Various ordinances.
Is that administrative?
Yeah, how long do they have
It's
to
not
fix it?
different.
That's something-
8 hours, 2 days or 3 days.
It's already, city will decide that. Let's go, Mr. Hunter.
It just depends what it is. If it's
Yeah.
graffiti, we're not gonna expect them to do it in the next day.
No,
You know, I mean, if it's grass, a couple days.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, the turnaround on that is not gonna be 24 hours
The
anyway.
notice is notice, it's not different between.
It's all discretion of your code enforcement.
They're reasonable. By the time they're able to go back and check out, I mean, it's a couple of days anyway.
All right, thank you. And the code enforcement can use their judgment based on the violation. For example, if there is clear negligence about something, you don't need to give a warning. If it's a huge thing, it deserves to be penalized. We're talking about minor violations, but if there are something that's done on purpose or clear negligence, I think that should be, person should be penalized. All right, we'll call the rules then.
Councilman Chowdhury,
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan,
Yes,
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, Resolution 2334 approved.
Thank you. Next one is Resolution 2023-35, directing city administration to explore and plan a street sweeping program.
I'll make an offer.
Second.
Any discussion on this one? We talked
Yes.
about it when we talked about the
Yeah.
budget.
Budgeting,
already.
yeah. This is, Mr. Mayor, this is very essential for this city to have a street sweeping. You know,
Yep.
we do have plant trees, shrubs and leaves falls, into the ground, and then it goes to the sewerage system. So if we do not clean up, it will clog up our sewer system. So that's one way to mitigate that issue. And cleaning from the city of administration first. If we take this step first, then the public will notice that as we are doing something. We wanted to have the clean city. So that's why I think it's the best step to do. Thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mayor, thank you, Mr. Council, that you realize that we as a city official in the city, we should do better job to
Yeah,
ask them to do a better job. So
Yeah.
before everyone was blaming our,
Yeah.
residents, so now we're on the same track.
All right, thank you. Call the rules, please.
Councilman Hassan,
yes,
Councilman Al Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Chowdhury,
Yes.
Councilman Musa.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, Resolution 2335 approved.
Thank you. Next one is Resolution 2023-36, approving site plan for 95331 Buffalo.
offer.
Second.
All right. Do
Mr.
we-
Mayor, we have Louis again from McKenna, and I believe we also have the representatives from the actual car wash here. you guys all wanna step up and maybe give a quick overview of your plans, project, and
That works. Thanks, Joe. Thank you, Council and Mayor. Yes, so just to orient you a little bit, this is a car wash going up at Buffalo and Norwalk. We do support this project, we recommend approval. We listed a few conditions of approval, including additional screening provided along Norwalk to kind of buffer between the car wash and the residences. We stipulated street trees and a 3-foot tall masonry wall. The street trees would be in the public right-of-way, and they would need to get some sort of permission from the Department of Public Services, so I did want to clarify that. This is not just a blanket approval for getting street trees into the right-of-way. But we do support the project, again, if you have any questions.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Alan Hall. I'm the architect with the EPI. This is Helen, the owner. We're here for questions, whatever you'd like us to answer.
No, welcome any business.
We wanted to welcome you to the new business. Definitely looking forward to seeing this new project going on. That car wash been shut down for a long time. Right? I've seen it before. When are you planning on start working on it?
Well, API is putting together some stuff right now, but yeah, right after this approval, we're planning to get started on some of the industrial work, so doing things like board testing, finalizing engineering drawings with the city building department. So I would say probably a year turnaround would probably be open.
Wow, long time. Okay.
You're the owner?
Yeah,
I have one quick question to you.
Yeah.
I asked in the Assembly Zoning Department also. I saw few of those new car plates in Woodward, but they put the free vacuum for the people, for the community. My question is that, can you able to do so free vacuuming for the community?
If the lot was bigger, maybe, but definitely the vacuums are for paying customers only. It's free after the car wash, but it's not free without a car wash.
Okay.
I don't blame you.
At least
No, definitely.
Spending so much money.
If you don't mind, I have a couple of suggestions for this, since I'm a business owner and independent business owner. So if you do that, I would like to see a sign, a car wash sign everywhere, that you have a car wash, because that's like a dark area, isolated from the main street, so you want to put a car wash sign on corner in Joseph Campo Holbrook that you have one. And then second thing I would recommend, if you could make people membership monthly.
Yeah, definitely gonna have a membership.
That would help people thinking that I have a membership, I'll go and get a car wash through that. Because that's what I do through Woodward.
We're looking for discount.
Makes sense.
Once you start making money, I'll probably ask for a discount. Because if he's starting, I wouldn't, this is not who I am. I like him to be succeed and establish the business.
We appreciate the.
Then we'll ask for money back.
Definitely, we see a
Thank
need
you.
for it in the city, and so we'll have a monthly membership, and it's gonna be very community oriented.
That'll work.
We plan on doing like fundraiser events with the schools, with the high schools. I went to the Hamtramck High School, so I understand the value it would have for something like the first robotics team and things like that, so
Thank you.
look forward to starting.
Yes, brother.
All right, thank you. I think we're ready.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes, ma'am.
Councilman Hassan,
Yes,
Councilman Chowdhury,
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, Resolution 2336 approved.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right, next one is Resolution 2023-37, acceptance of memorandum of understanding with Eastern Michigan University.
offer.
Second.
Mr. Mayor? So, EMU, as you guys know, does a lot with our city as far as helping with grant writing and providing us data and doing research, and as Lynn sort of tipped our hat a little bit earlier, they've been around. They want to continue to help us and support the project and continue, their REACH project as well. But they do want a little bit of assurances that the city will continue to participate and provide the data to them. It's a very small, simple, one-page memorandum just saying that we'll cooperate with them and they'll continue to help us along. So just asking you to approve it.
I'm okay.
Sounds-
All right, Vote.
Okay.
Councilman Al Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Chaudhry,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, resolution 2337 approved.
Thank you. All right, we'll move to the old business, and we have resolution 2023-26, approval of contract with Max Garbarino to serve as Hamtramck City Manager.
Yes, that's where we have a lot of problems.
I'll make an offer.
Thank you.
Nobody.
I'll second.
Second by Councilman Mohit Mahmood.
All right, any?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
so we have a lots of back and forth with the attorney and council and the Max Gabrino. We have a lots of compromise done, and Mr. Gabrino also give up a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And we also took lots of stuff taken out from previous contract. And also, we give him something, what is as a human, we feel. Only the section, I have a couple of council members and few people talking about section number 4,
B.
no C, I see the C. So that's the one people talking about. So it's only the mayor, but end of the line saying very clear, negotiation and the council approval. No matter what mayor does, if council don't approve, it's not gonna happen. So if my colleague, some of them, and some residents also requesting, if mayor, if you don't have any problem, I want to put it there, I like to amend it, put the mayor and council,
Yeah.
and that is the one right now. After that, everything else very clear and everything understandable.
Right, we're just requesting the section 4
See,
incentive. It's B, if I'm pulling up the right.
It's
Is it
C.
It's C,
It's
C,
C.
based upon employee.
Based on,
continuity.
it's same thing, but maybe it's, yeah. The final one.
Right,
Yes.
so you guys are looking for the mayor slash
It's the same, but the
council.
C and D it doesn't matter, but where we wanted to do, where we asking that,
Mr. Mayor, you see that?
based on upon
Which
the
section is
employees,
that?
4, final one, 4C.
Final revised.
Final revise, go the final revise.
look at B, see it's right here, but it's
old.
old, it's a C,
Okay, so
go to
right
C.
here is the final,
So
Which one?
basically, yes,
hold on, let's see.
maybe you pulled up this old one
4.
too.
4.
4, and then
C.
B, right here.
Well, it was the old version, the new
Yeah.
version is C.
C, right.
Okay.
So just wanted to make an amendment to this based upon employees' continued top-level performance, the mayor and council.
But you
Discretion.
Gotta, they have to have, they got some different, if they leave only
It's-
gets the
one
mayor.
second.
They have some different.
Yeah, but it's, the line it says here, any added compensation beyond, so what this means is, it's saying that if his mayor says 20,000, anything above, then it comes to the council. But what we wanted to have first, come to the council, any,
Mayor and
compensation.
council will agree with that.
Right.
Then come to the council
But
and
the
council
line
get
does not
approval.
clear that, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, that it
Okay.
says any added beyond. If we
That's-
just add the council, and it will be fine.
Okay,
Can I
that's,
also agree that there is the typo, it should be A and B, not B and C under section
Yeah.
4?
Mhm.
So he's correct by assuming, I know he's reading the old version, but the new version, it should be A and B, not B and C.
B and C.
okay. So anyway, so you see that, Mr. Mayor, where is the language is that?
I see. You wanna explain the basis of that?
Yeah.
You wanna?
So basically, I'm not really sure what the question is. Right now, as of right now, the mayor, his discretion can give him, can add, how much is it? 20,000 as, at his discretion. So you're asking, from what I understand,
Up
to add
to
city
20.
council approval to that, so it's the mayor and city council.
Any amount that will be
Well, it's only,
sensitive.
the only amount there that they're talking about is 20. Anything else would have to be a renegotiated contract.
Yeah.
So
That's
the only thing this contract provides.
we
is a
understand,
follow-up
that's,
is 20.
but we prefer to be written, mayor and council, any
Right,
amount.
So that's what I understand that you're trying to.
Trying to add.
Councilman,
That's
with
fine.
all due respect, we did negotiate this in good faith, and you guys are kind of changing this last minute.
No, I understand that one.
We're keeping everything as it
Mr.
is.
It still depends on performance. So how the performance go, let me explain. All the council member evaluate and goes to the, given to mayor, mayor also himself evaluate, taking everything together, put into the HR.
How about the mayor and a subcommittee, performance subcommittee?
No, performance, all the council member have to do it. That's the way previous practice. No subcommittee. Every individual council member, we did the Michigan State city manager, and after that we did all the manager. Every council member, individual performance review done, given to the mayor, 6 of them, including mayor, 7 of them goes to the HR. And I did review with the Katrina Powell, I did review with the other 2 myself. So that's the one.
Councilman, you can do the review, I'm not insinuating that, I'm just saying for the awardance of that raise
Incentive.
that was built in there, just at the mayor and the subcommittee's discretion, not bring it all the way back to council. So basically, you all would do a normal review, but the subcommittee, based upon the reviews, makes the determination.
But it still has to come to the council. That's the language saying the last language, last sentence.
Well, that's above 20,000, yes. Whatever is beyond that's in the contract, absolutely has to come back.
Okay, so Mr. Mayor,
But we wanted to say that any amount, any incentives that would be given to any city manager has to be approved by the council and mayor. It's not just a 20 or 10, it's just the whole thing has to come through the council chamber.
I understand that,
Channel.
Councilman, and my counter to that was, how about the mayor and a subcommittee rather than the whole council?
So I think, Mr. Mayor, what Mr. Mayor's trying to say that instead of having
I
a vote
understand
on the
your
council
point,
meeting,
subcommittee.
they can discuss with the, subcommittee can discuss with the councilor and come up with the final decision, let him know, instead of having a vote on the
Come
city
to the
council.
city council voting.
Right, so subcommittee,
I mean, I think that's what we agreed on when we met with him as a subcommittee.
right.
Essentially, so the way I see it right now is essentially what you're doing is, even though it has a provision that you would look at the contract in 2 years, you're making it so that you're doing it before even, because you're trying to,
so,
maybe
okay.
the subcommittee would be the.
Okay, here is the one I have to respect. So, like a mayor and subcommittee already have decided this.
Right,
So it's still mayor gonna do something, is still gonna talk to the subcommittee, no question.
right.
Yes.
So if we leave this as it is, I didn't see any major issue.
I mean, to
Well-
be honest, when we talked with him there were two council members there, and we agreed that we will talk to each other. I'm not gonna take the decision on my own.
I know that.
I
Yes.
felt that the whole, everyone agreed that we will talk about it,
Great.
and, we put a timeline when we do it.
Yes.
And, it feels like we just gonna break our word if
Okay,
we.
so
if we
here is
back
the
out.
one.
I'm not gonna take the
No, no.
decision on my own. Of course, I'll negotiate with all of you.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep as it is, I'm not gonna,
Yes, same way,
same way.
same way. It's
So
not
there is
different.
the respect things was
Yeah.
decided.
Yeah.
So also,
And just to let you know all, it's me who caught everything on the contract. We were gonna vote on it before we renegotiate. It was me who brought these issues up, right? And I called everyone,
I was,
just to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So why
But
now
I-
everybody doesn't trust me? You were about to
Yes.
vote on it without reading it.
You have to
no,
respect,
we were.
Yeah,
we
so
have to
no.
respect, yeah.
Okay, so-
Okay.
I can also add from my perspective in this, so I did a little bit of research, I think that you might, some of you know, basically, I was able to look at the city manager financials for other cities, compared to what Max has to go through, compared to what sort of similarly priced city managers in other cities. You're getting a good deal here, basically. He is so short-staffed that he has to personally, and some of the staff as well with him, have to carry the load that, I mean, really, he should have double the staff he has, but they're so understaffed, he has to carry some of that load. So he's basically carrying so many hats, and you're paying him one salary. So I think it's a good deal, and I think you guys did a great job negotiating as well.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, you need to, please, it says here, there's a word, it's really that bothering people.
Just say
Now,
the mayor and the
Mayor-
subcommittee.
Yes, and
Say
it's
the mayor
sole
and the
discretion,
subcommittee.
see, you know, the word is sole discretion, it's only saying that it's mayor
Okay.
discretion is changed up to 20,000, he can approve after anything at 20, it will come through the council.
Okay.
If the word wasn't
So,
there,
so you have doubt that I will give him more than 20,000, right?
no, it's not
Yeah,
that
you
it's.
do. You didn't even read the contract. I'm the one
So-
who
No,
raised these
it's
issues.
not, don't get offended, it's that's
I'm
just
not
a-
getting offended.
it's
I'm not
just-
gonna take the decision on my own.
Yes, sir.
But
It-
now you
People
show
have
distrust.
concern from this, it's not distrusting.
Just
it's
put
that
the mayor and the subcommittee.
Mr. Chair,
City
Because
council,
on that meeting, we
many-
agreed on stuff. And that's why
I-
people need to show up when we need them to negotiate and put some time to work, you know, rather
Sure.
than raising
This is-
issues in the last minute. So you can put the mayor and the
we can
subcommittee.
amend
Okay.
this one and we can move on, this is all we do.
Mr. Chair,
is to
Mr.
get-
Chair, I like to amend this resolution.
So motion to amend.
I like to make a motion
It's,
to amend the resolution of section 4, you calling B, the mayor and subcommittee.
that's it.
Are we correcting the typo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's correct.
Okay.
Type mistake, thank you.
So, there needs to be a second.
Section
Second.
B to mayor and subcommittee?
Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Mayor, just
Yes, I get a second.
being honest, what Mr. Attorney said, and even though when Mr. Max asked for another 20,000, this is, I mean, we did some research and he did some research compared to other people are getting paid in the other cities and everything else. But thank you, Max. He was able to negotiate when we pressuring him that we don't want to give you that much because of our city condition and financial situation. So he took the 120, even though some people was saying their 120 was advertising on our job posting, but because of the dollar, what is called the market goes down in the market, so he was trying to say negotiate a little bit more money than what was advertised. There is nothing behind the scene. I mean, some people was criticizing. I think we should all come to agreement that he did really a lot of sacrifice, and we have to give something to get something. So we both sides, it's a win-win situation for the city of Hamtramck, and thank you, Max, for approving taking this amount that we was pressuring him to, because we don't want to give more than 120. So.
And just to make it clear for the public, because I don't think they reread the contract based on some comments that I heard, they're still commenting on the 140, 139,000. So it is already adjusted, and not only that, but many sections, including, for example, the vacation from 6 weeks, we decreased it to 4 weeks, and he accepted that. We decreased so many things. We took those amounts off the contract, increasing car allowances, and we
Vacation
decreased the
time.
amount.
We cut
So
off
many
a lot.
things that we pressured him, and he accepted it. And we also put back the 120,000 with subject to given raise within a timeline. And we agreed that day that the 3 people that were there, that we will discuss it shortly. So that's it. I think everything it looks fine.
Mr.
And
Chair.
everybody put his input, all the
input.
city council members.
So the word I was trying to use, the dollar inflation. So the time the job was posted and the time we did negotiate, dollar inflation, that's what Max was asking, a little bit more money than what was advertised, but we negotiate to the exact amount what else has been advertised, so.
He's right, so maybe we approve it now before these banks start going down.
Right. So I'd like to suspend the law. If we don't have any more discussion, I don't want to talk again more and good. So everybody, thank you. We did very good job, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. And Mr. Mohit Mahmood, you did the line by line and communicate with them, Mr. Mayor, and Sumari was there. I really appreciate. So I like to call the vote for it.
All right, go ahead.
We're voting on the amendment.
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Chowdhury,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, amendment to resolution 2326, changing section 4B to mayor and subcommittee approved.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion amended as it is, what is in the floor.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I
Yes.
have to do again.
I have to
amended.
do again, yes.
If they accept the whole contract.
Yeah,
Second.
No,
Yeah.
he's asking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Approve the
Yeah,
whole
that's
contract.
what I said.
Yeah.
What is this is?
You amended
Yes.
the resolution, now you're
And now
voting on
voting
the
on
Yes.
this,
I
yeah.
know the wording was just threw me
Oh,
off.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
okay.
the word,
Okay.
It's already been seconded.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, it's just voting on the same resolution.
No discussion?
No
Vote.
discussion.
No discussion, yes, make
Councilman
for.
Hassan,
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Chowdhury,
Yes.
Councilman Musa.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, amended resolution 2326 approved.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Done.
All right, I think we're
That's
done. We move to the report. Don't have much to say. Two events that I went to last week where I had an interview with the Uzi Media, and I talked about some issues with Hamtramck or some, updates to the residents. It was about an hour interview. We talked about Hamtramck. And then on Friday, the 17th, we had the basketball game in Dearborn between Hamtramck and Dearborn. Unfortunately, we lost the game, but we raised $15,140 to be given to the victims of the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. So that was a good turnout, a very good game. It was fun. I was there with city manager and deputy city manager and mayor of Dearborn, and it was fun. They still celebrate their victory until today. Last year we won, but we didn't even celebrate. So I just teased Mayor Hamoud today, and I said maybe he's gonna announce a local holiday there, like the Saudi king did with Argentina when they won.
It is proof that Hamtramck is very big, powerful.
Mr. Mayor, if you notice our Facebook page, there's an update on it now.
Okay.
All right, so that was my report, not much. I just want to say Ramadan Kareem to all those who fast and celebrate in advance. It will start next Thursday, and hopefully it goes well, and everyone just enjoy the month of Ramadan. Now we move to the Mayor Pro Tem report.
Mr. Chair, thank you. City is moving right now, right direction. The budget also has a better than what I've ever seen last 15, 16 years. So, and we need a little bit more improvement is coming. And council is working together, that's the good thing. Basically, right now, my job, I don't have my replacement. So because of, I have to do 3 jobs right now, that's why I cannot stay full-time all to finish the council meeting. I really apologize. As soon as my replacement in the place, then I can stay full council time. So we have a today closing item, closed session. I agree with my council members. I trust whatever decision they take, I'm with them. So I really apologize, Mr. Mayor and Mr. Attorney and council. I have to go now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
2 more minutes, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem. We're getting done.
All right.
It's done.
City council.
No,
No,
we
we have a closed
Session.
session today, yeah.
All right, we'll move to the city council report.
Come at
That
6
was my
o'clock.
wife's face too when I told her, but there's also a closed session.
We always,
Try to keep it quick.
Yeah,
welcome
any
to council.
city council report, anyone?
Mr. Mayor, did you say that Ramadan starts next Thursday?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Thursday.
this week.
This Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. It's gonna be Thursday.
This Thursday.
Day after tomorrow.
You said next Thursday.
No, it's next.
Day after tomorrow.
After tomorrow.
I'll make it clear.
After
my report.
tomorrow.
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. This Thursday, not
And
next.
I was like, I was so confused. I'm like, checking. I'm like, I it's.
No, no.
I swear it's this week.
This week.
Well, next, that means after
Yes,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Tomorrow night,
Okay.
tomorrow night, everybody is not gonna be. That's it, from tomorrow night.
All right, so,
Okay.
any report for the city council?
I have something to say?
Yeah, go ahead if you.
No, I don't.
I just, trying to hurry up. Well, I just want to say this, the Happy Ramadan Kareem, and the month of Ramadan is as a month of holy month, and which symbolizes dedication, reflection, and discipline. And I hope that everyone's stay healthy and keep their fasting. It's a requirement if you are Muslim. And I just wanted to clear one thing. Mr. Mayor said that when this meeting took place, I don't like to criticize, because when I didn't show up this meeting for the subcommittee meeting, it would violate the Open Act meeting. When I saw Muhammad Hassan, Muhammad Al-Sumari, and Muhid Mahmoud showed up, I didn't show up. That's why I didn't come to the subcommittee meeting on the third floor, because it was an Open Act violation.
Muhammad Hassan didn't come.
But he said he was there when I communicated. I'm very much of a person that communicates well with the phones, with the emails and everything. So it was that reason I didn't show up. But I have read it. And the last council meeting, when this city CM contract, I was the one saying he's gonna table it, because I saw something was not right. So beside that, thank you so much, and looking forward to working with everyone. It's just that we need to, I can't be taking things personally. If I see something that is not right, I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna say it like it is, so that we can all be on the same page. And I wanted to work with everyone and continue. Some of us sometimes wanted to instigate with one another to play manipulation game. That's not who I am, because I can see that. But this is not how this council will work, and going forward to flourish the city, implement the city. If we want to work together, we want to do something for the city of Hamtramck, a city of our, we have to trust each other and continue to work together. Thank you, and happy Ramadan Kareem.
Yeah, just to clarify, my point was that we were 2 days away from voting on the contract in the previous meeting. And I'm the one who called people. So I didn't want Max to know that, but I have to say it. I'm the one who called people and disagree with the contract. Nobody read it at that time. Just to make, so you don't think that I would just give away things without consulting you, okay?
No, I believe I
Yeah.
called you, Mayor. I talked to you on the phone in 11. So
I know,
I called you first to discuss this, and then you said, yes, we were going to have it. So anyway, I do respect you that you have, but
Okay,
it's
it's
all
all
good.
right. So
We-
just use,
um,
all right,
it's-
go, anyone else?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, please. Thank you.
Yes, I'd like to say Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. We need everybody to try, make the fasting if they want to be healthy. Make a week, couple days for a non-Muslim. Make the fasting try. You're gonna be healthy, good. And I like Abu Musa, congratulations. And like thank you for everyone show up today. And I like to some respect for one people. If they have a schedule for meeting, they have to respect the time. They have to respect the time. When we have a schedule, we need to be the person. Please, tomorrow 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. They have to respect the time. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
No, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to say thank you, everyone. I think it's a great meeting, and sometimes we're criticizing each other, but that's not is the productive ways. So, that's all make a council. And welcome, Mr. Abu Musa. I think after Mayor Pro Tem, you have the most experience in this council, in this room. So I hope your experience will bring, much more evidence to the city to progress in proper direction. And Ramadan Kareem to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you, Mayor, to give me the opportunity. Thank you for here, to give me the opportunity to serve this community. And after 2 terms, is my 3rd term, I'm serving this community. Again, I'm very, very thankful to the community and our mayor and council. I have a little concern about our former councilwoman Amanda Jankowski. I hope she feel better. I hope her medical condition is better. She's very energetic. She's a hardworking woman, and thankful to her also. She gave me the opportunity to work for the community and people. And I hope we can work together and move the city right track. And I was agree with you some of those ordinances, especially council and mayor approved city manager Max Gabrino. I approve with you. I have a trust with you, and I know Max Gabrino. He's one of our own. This is the reason a lot of things you guys take away from him. Still, he's agree. I know how much he loves this community and how much he loves the city. Thank you, Mr. Gabrino, and do best for this community, best for our city. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Councilman Abu Musa. You already served 2 terms. You don't look that old. Thank you. All right.
Good heart.
Next, city manager report, please.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to say thanks to our staff today for being here for the budget hearings. We made really great progress today. We got the heaviest part of it done. DPS, police, and fire, those are by far the largest parts. All that's left are some of the ancillary ones. And I think one more short meeting probably can wrap it all up. So, and then we can have the actual budget hearing and go from there. So, that's all I have, other than closed session.
Can I suggest something, and it's just long shot? Can we do a budget meeting on the 6 o'clock days that we have the city council and do it at 5 o'clock?
Yes.
I support.
Yes.
Instead of having it an additional Tuesday outside of just the city council?
If that's what mayor and council would like to do.
So maybe next Tuesday, right before the 6 o'clock meeting, we can meet at 5 o'clock for the rest of the budget meeting.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
ma'am.
it's,
Yeah.
it's a prayer time too for us, sir.
That's
Who's us? Speak for yourself.
No. Prayer time.
Mayor, what do you think?
Can I just make a suggestion?
so 5 and 6.
Is the next meeting the regular council meeting?
Next
Next
meeting is
Tuesday.
this Tuesday, next
Okay.
Tuesday.
So let's meet at 5:30.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah, so that way, you know, us would.
Half
So
hour,
regular meeting
like
starts
half
at
hour
6,
before?
and half an
Yeah,
hour.
and then that should
No,
be
but
enough
next
because we
meeting
have very
starts
small
at 6,
department, you know,
Amir.
not really anything there.
Does it-
So I think for the next meeting, I would suggest that we can just ask you if you have any questions on the budget.
Half hour is good.
And you just answer the question instead of, you know, because these are very small departments, so there's hardly any cost in there other than the salary cost and stuff. So, yeah, we can just,
We're certainly at your disposal, mayor, council, on the budget. I mean, we can go in as depth as you want, or we can go as little as questions as you need. So the budget is balanced. The big bulk of it we got through today. Our controller seems to think a half an hour, we can cruise through the rest of it, but that's dependent
That's up
upon
to
your
you.
pleasure. So,
That's fine with me. I mean, if you guys wanna pray, we can pray in this room too, if it's not time.
That's right.
if you give me a time, we'll get it posted in proper amount of time.
So
for it.
next Tuesday, 5:30, sounds good?
Yes.
Okay.
We're fine.
Do we
Sure.
want to start closed session?
Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Public
Of
comments.
course.
Public
I
comment,
apologize,
yes.
Len.
Get a public comment.
Are we ready for public comment?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
short and sweet.
How dare I?
Lynn won't let us slip.
You get 5 extra minutes for that. But thank God I'm not the mayor and I don't have the authority.
Hello again, Mayor and Council. Regarding Resolution 2023-35, with the citation warnings, I think it'll be important to clarify with the community what the timeline is, and there was discussion in the meeting about whether it's per type of offense, or Councilman Alsamiri mentioned just one warning
shot.
per year. So I think communicating ahead of time how those warnings will work to the community will be prudent to make sure that
There's no one.
just people know what to expect. And then also in knowing what to expect, Hamtramck Mutual Aid, I work with them in the city, Max Jogannis, to help those residents who are unable to maintain their properties because they're senior citizens or disabled or other reasons. And so it's important for us to know clearly what the process is, so we can make sure that we can mobilize to help those people who are unable to do it and make sure that we allocate time and resources to that. Resolution 2336. I don't remember if I talked about this. Oh, can I have another minute? Thanks. Previously, but I know there were concerns from the community about how expensive it's been in the past, and if residents tune into the budget meeting that's on YouTube earlier today, we are looking at purchasing our own trucks to do the street sweeping, and I think that kind of helps address, you know, those concerns that I heard in the community. And then I lastly want to thank Mayor and Council for addressing the transparency concerns around Max's contract 2023-26. It wasn't clear before that the mayor would be consulting with the subcommittee, and so I think that can help really instill a little bit, you know, faith in the process. And I do want to say congratulations, Max. You're now working under a signed contract. And we really appreciate the work that you do and have been put the time and energy you've put into the city. And I especially appreciate the efforts you make to work with different communities and not try to do everything yourself. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Mr. Mayor, that is all for public comments.
All right, so we will move to the closed session then.
Yep. Now make.
I got a motion?
Second.
All right.
Okay. Take it. Which it?
8:26.
Yes.
And we will be coming back to vote, so I'll
Well,
possibly.
we're taking a 2 minutes break or no?
No break, just get it done.
Just get it.